So what are the key indicators when we're looking at property? I think there's 4 key ones that we look at over and above a whole heap of others. Location, price, yield, and type of property, right? Now, if we're buying our owner occupier, those 4 still apply, but the yield is really then becoming our cash flow management and our holding costs. Are we comfortable with the mortgage we've got? I went to a PIPA conference last week in Sydney, which is Property Investment Professionals of Australia. And they were talking about that exactly. And I suppose it reinforces what you're doing on a daily basis in your own business from a property perspective. And the location is really key, but so many people focus on the locations around the country and disrespect or neglect those other things. The price, how much can I lend, how much am I comfortable with, and the type of property is a big one, right? And there's a big shift at the moment in talk about medium density and high density living and how there's no properties for sale and we need to build more quickly, and it all reverts back to medium density and high density living and buying more of those. So as an investor, should we invest in those? We've got to look at the indicators that over time make them a good or a bad investment, such as vacancy rates and the old supply v demand. But it was an interesting day to be able to talk to other professionals in the industry about exactly what's going on, both in their business, but also the parameters of property investing, because the fundamentals don't change, but the fluff and the media and the marketing and the hype out there online really plays a part as to what your decision making is going to be when you're investing, either for the first time or for the second, third, fourth, or fifth time. So it was interesting stuff. Big news in the short-term rental accommodation space, or the STRA as they call it. Byron Bay Council has just released a statement or ruling saying there's a 60-day cap now on any short-term rental accommodation per year. So you cannot short-term rent your accommodation in that council, the Byron Bay Council, for more than 60 days in a calendar year. So that's a big change, and I think that's going to sweep through the country personally, especially in those, I suppose, tourist regions as such. So it just, again, making sure that we're doing our bit with this housing crisis and providing more rental accommodation, which I actually, so I agree with, and I think it's a good step. But if you're investing in short-term accommodation and that's your sole investment focus, just be wary of that anywhere around the country, because those changes could affect your council in one foul swoop, and that will derail your investment strategy straight away. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to mention today was the shift in energy efficiency and the focus around what's good for the environment. But now that's starting to play into valuations on properties. The energy efficiency ratings that are now being conducted by valuers, right, behind the scenes, to say, well, okay, is this home a 2-star or a 5-star? Is it energy efficient? Has it got double glazed windows? Has it got insulation? Has it got solar panels? All those things